Hello, pretty girls. Happy Monday. Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful week thus far. I know it's always, when I say that, I always think, oh gosh, it's a little early in the week. You never know how it's going to end up, right? But I hope you guys are having a great week thus far. I'm going to go through and we're going to do the walkthrough for the Soda Pop 12 by 12 scrapbooking workshop. Now, I released this at the beginning of the month, but you guys have been able to get the Soda Pop paper for a while now because it was previously released earlier last month. Now, what I want you guys to understand and be warned about is that I don't really anticipate this paper lasting much past tomorrow. I think we were really pretty clear kind of about how this all came about with the transitional products coming over with us from Close to My Heart and what they did in order to give the Close to My Heart makers and their customers, in order to give us the best option of being able to get a hold of these products and to be able to promote those, because that is the purpose of Stampin' Up! Taking them on, right? Is so that we have those bridge products, if you will. They limited the buying abilities to the people that were already inside the Close to My Heart database, which means if you were already a maker or if you were already a person who shopped with Close to My Heart and you had an email address in their database, then you had the opportunity to purchase these supplies. A large percentage of the people that are affiliated with Stampin' Up! Were never able to purchase these products. Now, what they're doing tonight at midnight is on August 20th, they are going to turn on the ability for every person that's affiliated with Stampin' Up!, anyone that can access those websites will be able to purchase these products. And so we went from, a company that had 5,000 consultants and their customers to a company that has 50,000 consultants and all of their customers. You guys can see this stuff is not going to last long at all. I would be really shocked if it was still available when I woke up tomorrow morning, to be honest with you. So this is a brand new product that our Stampin' Up! Friends have never been able to purchase. And so this is like brand new, catalog items for them. So I just want you guys to be aware that if you've not grabbed the Soda Pop collection, or any of the other Close to My Heart collections that are still available, and there are still some available. There's you can still get some flip flaps and some page protectors and some 12 by 12 cardstocks and fun things like that. But if you guys have not got your hands on those, I would suggest doing it this afternoon ASAP, because like I said, I don't look for them to last much longer. So that being said, we're going to do the complete walkthrough of the Soda Pop workshop. I do still have a few of the add-on kits left over. So if you guys want to place an order to qualify for one of those free kits, that can get shipped right to your door. And so I still have all 3 kits left. This month we're doing a kit at $75, 2 kits at $125, and 3 kits at a $200 order. And I'll give you guys a peek at all of those when we get done with this video. But my purpose for today is I want to give you guys an up-close peek, and we'll talk about the Soda Pop collection. So if anyone has followed me for a while, you guys know these are like my kinds of colors. I love the turquoises and the blues with a little bit of black, some fun green in there. The only thing that can make it better is that they threw in a little bit of purple, maybe some yellow, something like that. But I love it because so often we get really fun papers, but they have a real, sometimes they have a real feminine look to them or feel to them. And the Soda Pop just doesn't. It can really pass for a boy collection if you would like. Or, if I have girl pictures, I wouldn't have a problem putting them on these pages either. So you guys can kind of take note of that if you are some of the other people that I've heard over the years that get a little frustrated that why are all the papers pink? Why do they all have flowers? Why are they all girly? Well, this one's very not girly, and I love it. And I really do love how it turned out. Like I said, maybe because I love the colors, I don't know, but to me, it's all of those little tiny elements that kind of play together really make it a spectacular page overall. And so I'm going to point out some of those to you guys. As always, I used up the majority of the paper. You'll have a little bit left for scraps and that kind of thing, but I really do try. I don't set out ever with a workshop knowing that I'm going to create X number of pages. That's never in in my game plan. Maybe I should, but I don't. I figure that when I get through the patterns, I'm going to create until the paper runs out. So sometimes you guys have seen that means that it's an 18-page workshop. Sometimes it ends up being an 8-page workshop. You just never know. This one turned out to be 12 pages, and I just rather like all of them. So I brought in a lot of that close to my heart cardstock, and as you know, that's going to go away. We're not going to have access to that anymore. But be excited that the close to my heart two-tone white core cardstock in solid color packs in Stampin' Up! Colors will be coming down the pipeline. So I'm very excited to be able to get the white core 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock again. I'm very, very excited about that. And Stampin' Up! Has a beautiful color palette. If you guys are listening to this and you never really paid attention, oh my word, it's gorgeous. So I really feel like we're going to love this. I really do. So I don't normally add in embossing folders into my workshops. You guys know my scrapbooking workshops are very simplistic. I don't usually add in, tons of stamping and things like that, die cutting and all of that. They're usually pretty simplistic, and they're created that way so that they're pretty quick for you guys to put together. I know that it's not realistic for people to sit down and take weeks and weeks, hours upon hours upon hours to put something together, because we have laundry to do and have to cook dinner, right? So I want to make it really, in a sense, user-friendly to assemble, and it not take forever and ever, amen, right? But embossing folders are something that's a little bit fun to add in there if you want a little bit of that quiet texture, is what I call it. And what's fun about it is you can use any embossing folder that you have if you don't want to grab the ones that I used. And if you decide, you know what, I don't really care for embossing on my cardstock, or I don't want to take the time to emboss, or I don't want to spend the money to buy an embossing folder, you don't have to do any of that, and you can put the pages together just as you see them and alter nothing. So I love adding them for the simple fact that it's kind of do what works for you, right? If you love it, perfect. Use one that you have that's your favorite. If you don't like it, don't use it. Not a big deal. Doesn't change a thing, right? So I did use the embossing folder on several of these layouts, and I do want to show you guys. This is my second favorite right now. The 3D painted texture is my absolute favorite right now, but this is my second favorite, and it's called the Dotted Circle. This thing is huge, you guys. It is 6 by 8.5, which is ginormous, absolutely ginormous. So you can fit a lot of cardstock in here. A very big, a big size of cardstock will fit in here nicely. But if you'll notice on several of these pages, the piece of cardstock that I embossed is much wider than the 8.5 size of that folder. And so I've mentioned this in the files. There are a few additional notes and things like that with the cutting guide and that kind of thing, is that I just tucked the edges of the cardstock into the embossing folder. So there's a seam down here that's hidden behind this photo mat that no one will ever even know is there, on purpose, of course, right? No one will ever know that it is there, and this gives it the appearance that we've embossed the entire piece of cardstock. So it's a really great way to be able to, give the illusion that you've embossed larger cardstocks without actually having the tools necessary to do that. And I'm sorry I have like a bug or a fly flying around here in front of my page. Of course, that would happen when we turn the camera on, right? So you guys get to see a buggy, I'm sure, multiple times throughout this video. But I felt like the embossing added a lot to this. And since it was close to my heart cardstock, you can see a bit of that white cracking in there, cracking that we don't see the white with the Stampin' Up! Cardstock because it's colored all the way through. And I got to tell you, I like both of them for their own reasons. When I don't want to see the white, I don't want to see the white. And then vice versa. On those times that I want to see a little bit of white popping through, or I want to be able to sand off the top of that, then that's where close to my heart cardstock will really shine. So there's a place for both of them, I think. In this one, of course, we've got a little bit of lagoon here on a sapphire base page and some of my fun print and cut pieces. I did use 2 different types of dot embellishments, and I grabbed these out so I could show you guys. So we used probably Probably the type of embellishment that I've used in every single project since I joined in May, or at least every single workshop, has been the adhesive backed textured dots. They are a great boy embellishment. Look at that texture, you guys. I stinking love it. It like gives the look of like an old funky nail head or something. I love it. It's not too shiny. It's not glittery or anything like that. So it's a great embellishment if you don't want any of that girly stuff, right? So we use those, and then we use the ombre matte dots. And so these are colors that coordinate really, really well with this paper. They come in an ombre of colors, and there are several of them in there. So there are lots left over when you guys get done putting these pages together. So of course you can doll up your pages further than what I did, or you'll have a lot of leftovers in your stash, which is what I have right now currently. I am still loving the twine with the little knots. If you guys can probably see, we've got some knots there in our twine. I don't know why, I'm just obsessed with doing that. And so you've got these fun little knots. The twine just kind of sits back behind a sticker element or a print and cut element or something like that, just to kind of give it, I feel like the twine is just something to kind of take all those individual pieces and really helps create the look and the feel of a cluster where you've kind of brought them all together. I just love that. So you've got up here some print and cut with a sticker on top, and then some more of those fun little dot embellishments just kind of hanging out there. You can see I've really focused on giving you guys good usable photo spaces, so not a lot of those little teeny tiny ones. There's another fun title there, Finding Joy in the Journey. And again, you've got some more of that fun twine. And again, I just feel like it kind of helps embody that cluster. Another little cluster down there in the front. Like, look at how fun this little embossing folder is. I love it. It just has such a great geometric feel to all of these papers. And I love it that they're not really themed, because really those of you guys that are really purposeful about kind of picking just the right paper for your photos, this is going to make it really easy to do that, because you're not going to have the worry about, you know, you've got a piece of paper, pattern paper in here that maybe doesn't fit the theme of the photos that you're wanting to put in your album. So this one I love. One of my go-tos when I am designing inside Cricut are the faux Polaroids. I love them because they're really great ways to kind of fill up a little bit of space that is a little less cluttered or have less elements there. But it's a great way to also showcase a photo. And again, it's unthemed. And so I love that as well. So you've got some fun arrows. These are all print and cut pieces. You guys have extras of the little banners and that kind of thing in your kit. So if you get an add-on kit from me, you're going to have extras in there. So if you guys want to place them on other pages or use them on other projects, or a great way to use up some of your, a few of your scraps, you can do that as well. But this just kept it really simplistic. So you've got picture perfect moments for the little caption up here, some fun arrows. Again, I put some of those adhesive backed textured dots down here because they kind of look like, I have this thing where it's weird when banners kind of are sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why. That just kind of makes me a little weird. It's like they need something to anchor them when they're down here in a substantial way. And I feel like that really looks nice with the dots kind of staggered there. You can see we've taken some smaller pieces of the cardstock and did a little bit of embossing there. Just some fun, really simplistic elements. You guys know that a page like this, the star of the show is always going to be your photos, right? And that's really kind of how my pages are always created, is they lean a little more on the simplistic side so that your pages really can have the photos as the star. So you've got some more of that fun knotted twine, a fun camera sticker, and some more of those print and cut pieces, best day ever, and a few more of those Polaroids down with those fun banners. So that one turned out really fun too. This one was funny. I talked to you guys about it on my Facebook page a while back. It was weird. I got the sticker sheet and I'm like, what am I doing with this random typewriter here, for goodness sakes? I don't have a clue what I'm doing with that. And I feel like I had to create a title to kind of go with it so it had purpose, because like I said, I had no idea what I was going to do with it. And so I created the You're My Type title inside Design Space. And so I felt like that coordinated really, really well. And again, it just kind of, I love to play on puns because I don't think we should take our life, too seriously, right? So I feel like you can make a lot of things work if you're worried about your theme matching and your titles matching and all the things like coordinating together. It looks like they have purpose. I feel like you can add a pun to that, and you can make some really silly things work for what you're wanting to showcase. And so that's kind of what I did there, and I think it really turned out quite well. So you've got the You're My Type title up here. Some stickers, some more of those print and cut banners that I created, a fun little knot. Again, you've got some of these, what I've been lately calling satellite elements. You've got a few of the little pieces that kind of around that outer cluster with some more of those dots. And I feel like it's a beautiful element there. That's like my favorite thing to do on a page are those focal elements where you take all the little bitty things together and they make a really fun wow kind of thing, right? I love it. So again, you've got some more of that really beautiful embossing. You guys, if you're going to pick any embossing folder out of the catalog, the circle one is going to be great. In fact, I will show you when I show you the $75 kit at the end of the video, I'll show you what the 3D painted texture embossing folder looks like. It's currently my favorite, but this one is my second and I love it. I just love it. So again, you'll notice really great usable photo spaces. Okay. This one down here, I do this a lot. You guys know, you guys that put my workshops together, you know, I do this all the time, right? Like I have to have this cohesive element. If I have something on the left side of the page, I need to have something on the right. So you'll see in the majority of my pages, you can sit down and you can pick them apart with a fine tooth comb. And you're probably always going to see this, that if I have cardstock on like sapphire cardstock, there's usually sapphire cardstock on the other page, right? If I've got like, I have the light green typewriter sticker here, I need to have some light green stickers over here as well. So you'll see I purposely made sure that I had some light green stickers over here. You can see 2 light blue stickers, that kind of thing. You've got 2 bunches of the banners over here, right? You've got your little sapphire stickers here. Again, it's just, I like to take bits and pieces from one edge and make sure they're over on the other edge. It sounds so ridiculous, but I've said for years, if they're like a brother and sister and they get separated in the supermarket, if people find them, will they know that they belong back together? And so that's how I feel about my pages. And that's what makes them really feel like they are a single part of a 2-page layout. So you'll notice that as you look at my pages, but this is a single sticker and I cut it in half so that I could add an element to one page and then add its matching element to the other page. And I do that a lot in my workshops. I do that a lot because sometimes you get those stickers and there's like really nothing else that super duper goes with them. And so this is a way for me to give it purpose and to not feel either number one, like it's on a page and it's kind of sticking out like a sore thumb. It doesn't really go with anything else. Or number 2, leaving it on the carrier sheet, not being able to use it, right? That's kind of my way of making sure that I can utilize those. You do know we type our journaling. Yes, Loretta, I do know that. At least I do, because I don't like my handwriting. And I've gotten schooled for that over the years. I've had some very dear friends who I give permission to speak into my life. They have scolded me multiple times, like, Susan, there will be a day that you will be grateful that you saved your handwriting. And I tried that for a period of time, actually handwriting my journaling, and I crossed my heart over time. I had gone back and ripped those pages back apart and typed my journaling and put them back in there. Every time I looked at those pages, I just cringe when I see my handwriting. So I don't have any of my pages with my handwriting. So most of it is all typed or like stickers or stamps or something like that. So I know we are not the norm, my friend. We're not the norm, and that is okay, right? So you've got more of these fun little clusters up here. I'm a big fan of the arrows, guys. I probably always will be, because again, they're very unthemed. They have a bit of a whimsical feel to them, if you will. And really, I just adore things that I can overlap on top of stuff, because I feel like it just kind of makes it look a little bit more seamless together. And so like, here's one, just to illustrate that. You've got just kind of flapping over the edge of that photo here. It's not on anyone's face. We're pretending there's a photo here, okay? Not a photo placeholder. But it's not over on someone's face or anything like that, but just something that just kind of trails over the edge of a photo. I feel like has a really unique element to it. And that is That's kind of one way I've had people say before, I knew it was your work before I ever even noticed the watermark. I knew it was your work because I just like to overlap things like that. And so you've got, again, little elements of the clustering, the cardstock with the embossing here, the knotted twine, again, some print and cut, some stickers, some dots on the outer edge. It just is such a fun feel. As you'll see again, guys, look here. This is a 12-inch long piece of embossed cardstock, but we have just very strategically hidden the seam back behind the photo mat that you'll never even know. So if you guys are not already doing that, don't think that something like an 8.5-inch wide embossing folder or a 5.5-inch sized embossing folder cannot work for 12 by 12 pages. You just have to be a little bit strategic about where you place the pieces, right? So if you're looking, you can go through this with a fine tooth comb. But I strategically picked pieces of cardstock that I could hide a portion of it behind another element so that I could, nobody would know that we had a seam there, right? So again, just a fun title here, celebrate the little things. And again, more of that really fun embossed cardstock. I just stinking love it, you guys. I absolutely love it. Here is a fun one with all of these crazy banners. Remember I told you I don't like my banners to just sit out in the middle of nowhere. Like they feel like they have to have something anchoring them. And so these were really, really fun. If you guys did not look at this, there are a ton of these little guys in here. They go all the way. This is a new package, so I did not take it out, but they go all the way up here to the top. They are covered up by the label here, but there are a ton of these in here. So it looks like I used a bunch of these on the page. I didn't even start out with a full pack because I've used it for other projects and I had tons left over. So you're not using as many as you think, but yes, I absolutely did. Every single place that a banner edge was secured, I put a dot on there and I love the way that it looks. I absolutely love it. We've got it on top of a little bit of that embossed cardstock there, which I love. Another bit of those fun Polaroids. You guys have a lot of extras of these. You'll be able to put some more on other pages if you would like. I remember when I was creating this, I had extra space on some of my print and cut sheets. And so I just filled a bunch of them in with these little tiny banners. So you guys will have more of those if you get a kit from me. To kind of use, oops, are we missing a page? There we go. Here's the matching buddy to that. You can see, again, more of that cohesiveness, right? Some embossed Lagoon cardstock. You've got some of those sapphire stickers. You've got the black print and cut, the arrows, the dots. A little bit of this is over here with a little bit of that. And so they kind of go together, right? So you can see lots of really great usable photo spaces, which I know you guys love that, right? And then last one, this is one of my most favorite sentiments that I've ever created. This was something I custom created for a workshop last year, and I've recycled it for this workshop because I loved it so much. I completely broke it all down, took it apart, changed all the colors so that they would match this paper. But I love it because, again, it's a really great usable title for so many things. Stars are something that you find in a lot of papers, you find in a lot of stickers. They're very easy to create by, whether a die cut set or a Cricut or something like that. But the You Shine Bright is just a really great, very generic, affirmative title, and it would work for anything, gender neutral, think of sports or, something of a celebratory nature. It's just a great usable title, and I love that. And so I found myself recycling it for this workshop. So you guys have a lot of really cute multi-layered stars in multiple sizes that kind of go with this color palette as well. You can see a bit more of those fun arrows with a little bit of that knotted twine underneath with a few of those dots kind of scattered around and a sticker back behind, of course. Again, it's just some of those little things don't feel like a lot by themselves, but when you cluster them together, they make a really beautiful element. And so you can see we've just overlapped the photos a teeny tiny bit. You can still see everything that you need to see with the photos, but it just kind of, it doesn't look as, the only word I've ever been able to come up with is blocky. Like, I don't care for layouts that just look blocky. I like it looks like it flows together a little bit better whenever you just overlap things. I might have overlapped a little more on that photo than I maybe should have. I maybe should have scooted those over a little bit, but there's plenty of room over there to do that when you guys are creating your own, if you've got a head over here, right? So again, kind of the same thing. You've got really great stars, stickers, twine, arrows, some dots, all the things, right? So super fun. You guys can go over to my blog and take a peek at the supply listing there to see if you have the things that are needed for it. If you are going to qualify for the add-on kit, the only cardstock you will need are your base pages. And so if you guys don't have the Close to My Heart colors, you can use any colors that would match in your stash, or you could use black, you could use white, you could use gray, something that is a bit of a neutral tone would all work just fine. But if you get the add-on kit, you need no cardstock besides your base pages. And then that means that because I've taken all the smaller cardstock pieces and all the print and cut, die cuts, all that stuff, I cut all of that for you. And that will be my gift to you. But what that also means is that those of you guys that are creating this and you get the add-on kits, you only have to cut 6 sheets of pattern paper with your paper trimmer. That's all the cutting you have to do. I've taken care of everything else for you. So for those of you, again, maybe you're new to my workshops, maybe you're not super familiar how they all work. I really strive to create something that is not only aesthetically pleasing, but I want it to be really user friendly for maybe the working mama or somebody that, you know, I used to put pages together on my lunch hour at work. So if you have just like short amounts of time, that they would be really easy to put together. You don't need a lot of tools for them. There's no stamping in this workshop or anything like that. You're pretty much looking at the photos and you're just assembling them kind of like you do a puzzle when you're looking at the box, right? That is really kind of how I design mine. And that is on purpose because aesthetically pleasing is wonderful, but if it takes you 3 weeks to put a page together, oh my word, like who has time for that, right? So you guys can get all of this good stuff. The main part that I want to communicate to you guys today is that I don't foresee this paper being available tomorrow. That's what I'm just going to say is I think that when they unlock at midnight tonight, when they unlock, it's so fun. I have to just tell you, that is my husband. He is like a crazy man. It's funny because I have my watch set where every time it moves, a different picture pops up. And so sometimes it pops up whenever I'm doing a video. It just makes me giggle. There is my 84-inch sailfish that we caught in Mexico last year. Sorry that we had to chase a buffalo at one point in this video, right, guys? Like a little baby buffalo. But I don't look for the paper to be available tomorrow. So that's why I want you guys to know, whether you're going to tackle the workshop now or later, please go in and get the Soda Pop sticker, paper pack and sticker sheet. At least get that. The other supplies you can make do with, you know, the embellishments are all Stampin' Up! Embellishments, so they will be available. Your cardstock, you can fudge on your cardstock. You can use different colors of cardstock for your base pages if you need to do that. But you need to make sure you get at least the Soda Pop paper and sticker sheet, okay? So you can get it in a variety of ways. If you place a $25 order on my website, you can get just the cutting files emailed to you, okay? And that's walk you through how to do it with paper trimmer. It's got the Cricut Design Space link. You can go in and cut your own, print your own print and cuts, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so $25 order on my website. You can get the workshop files. So you just have to email me or message me and let me know these are the ones you're choosing. I have well over 200 workshop files, and you can choose one for every $25 you spend. So I don't automatically know which file you want. You have to reach out to me after you've placed your order. If you place a $75 order, you can actually get a free kit shipped to your door. So I do these kits every single month. We're gonna plop over here for a second. Okay, here's my embossing folder I told you guys about, the painted 3D texture. Look at that embossing folder. Isn't that wild? Oh my gosh, I love it. It's my favorite right now. These are called Create Your Way kits. I used to do something we would call a Stamp of the Month program where you could earn a free project kit every single month when you place a $75 order. Well, we're calling these Create Your Way kits. And so they are kits that are a bit more of a generic style. So you're going to get the papers and the things like that, the sketches and the cutting guide and all of that you would need, that you can decide whether you put yours together like mine or whether you want to use a different stamp and die cut set to put yours together. There will be a live event that we will do. I had the one from last month. We did that just Friday night. I gave away, I think 9, maybe 10 pre-cut kits as prizes during that one event. So there are lots of prizes that I will give away during the event. You just have to come and hang out with us. But that the access to the event comes along with when you get the files. So if you want to place a $75 order, you will get this kit shipped right to your door. I will pay for the shipping. You don't have to pay for the shipping. I'll pay for the shipping. I have it all packaged up for you. We're going to create 2 12 by 12 pages. Okay. There's a little bit better look at this in the video that's pinned to the top of the business page that you can go and take a peek at. And we're going to do 2 cards. And I've got really, really fun techniques to show you guys for these projects. I'm very, very excited about it. But it is going to be a kit that'll ship right to your door. You've got the bling in there. You've got all of your colored cardstocks, your neutral cardstocks, your envelopes, all the things that you will need to put that together. You just have to choose your stamp and thin cut, right? So a $75 order will get you access to the class and the kit shipped right to your door. If you place a $125 order, that's when the add-on kit comes in. So if you place a $125 order, you get the $75 kit that I just showed you, and you get the add-on kits. So that will cut down on a lot of work for you when you're putting the workshop together. And it'll also cut down on some expense. So that is a good thing too, right? So these are while supplies last. You know, if a person that is not currently my customer that decides to order Soda Pop stuff on my website, she's absolutely welcome to do that. And she will get a kit. And once these are gone, they're gone. I don't restock these. So again, not only are you guys rushing the clock with getting the Soda Pop paper before it sells out, but these are first come, first serve as well. But for $125, you're going to get this kit and the $75 kit. And then if you decide, oh my gosh, there's a lot of fun stuff on the website this month, right? Then you will get the kit that I'm giving at the $200 level. And so this is, I'm clearly love Cricut Print and Cut. I have for, gosh, what is it now? Probably a year and a half since I learned from my upline how to use it. I am obsessed. And so this was something that I did for my customers at the end of last year as a gift for them for our VIP program. But it's over 600 custom created like captions, sentiments, titles. You can use them however you would like. There are a lot of really great generic type titles and sentiments on here. So you can see like, you are my happy. That would work great for a card sentiment. It would work really great on a scrapbooking page as well. So lots of fun variety on there. There's lots of holiday things on here. Lots of just really great affirmation sentiments on there. Just fun little captions that you would see on scrapbook pages. But there's over 600 of them, and they're cut in neutral colors. So no matter what paper collection you're using for them, you'll be able to find something that will match. But this is just something, I just have a couple of these left. And so they were leftovers from last year, but there are some people that shop with me that still don't have one of them. And so I thought if you guys wanted to spend a little extra, I'll give you an extra kit. So this is the third kit you could get. So with the $200 order, you can get this, so long as I still have them available, the add-on kit, so long as I still have them available, and the $75 kit that I just showed you as well, right? So I'm a gifty girl. I'm a gift giving girl. It is one of my love languages, and so I like to spoil my ladies. I think it's fun. It's fun for them, and it's fun for me as well, because like, we're grown-ups, right? And so we get, we go to the mailbox and we just get bills and notices and stuff like that, right? And so who wouldn't want to get some happy mail, right? That's what I want you guys to smile when you see a package in like a hot pink flamingo bag. Yes, sometimes that's really what comes in your mailbox. It's super fun. So if you have questions, guys, reach out to me. But most importantly, please hear me. I don't think the paper is going to last much longer. When they open those floodgates tonight, I think it'll be gone by morning. That's just my gut. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just personally think they'll be gone. So if you guys, please, you will be sad if you see this video in a few days and you decide you wanted it and you didn't get it. I hope you guys will run to the website. I will put the information below in a comment. Be sure to use the host code that's associated with that. So that's how you earn the kits, is by using the host code. If you guys have questions, please feel welcome to reach out to me. I absolutely plan on being in my office all day, all night. I got lots of work to do. So you can reach out to me, send me a message, comment below, however is best for you to get in touch with me. But I'm so glad to answer questions or help in whatever way that I can. But I would be so grateful for the business. It really is a blessing to my family and I. So if you guys have questions about it, just reach out to me. I'm thrilled at so many people that have enjoyed the Soda Pop workshop so far. I hope that a few more of you will get it in your hands before it's gone. And then I look forward to the Stampin' Up workshops that we'll get at the beginning of September. I have not got to see them yet. I'm very excited to see them, but there are scrapbook 12 by 12 scrapbooking options coming in September. So I'm very excited about that. So thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I'm so grateful. I hope your Monday is wonderful, and I hope the rest of your week is even better. Again, reach out to me if I can help in any way, and I'll talk to you guys next time.